In this video, we are going to talk about Geometry Android application. The connection between the device and smartphone will be Wi-Fi and an Android app. For this reason, we use a mobile hotspot as an access point to connect two devices to each other. In ECG settings, set lead type to 6 wires and make sure your 6-wire ECG cable is connected to the device. You must set the device on smartphone mode. For the first time, you need to set a hotspot name and a hotspot password on Geometry and your smartphone as well. Turn on the phone hotspot and check in the Configure Mobile Hotspot that the amount of network name and password is the same as your wearable monitor. If you set this amount correctly, the device will connect to the smartphone after a few seconds. And you can see it in this section. If you have any VPN on your smartphone, you must turn it off before connection. And after turning your hotspot on, you must turn your Wi-Fi off. And notice that before connection, the application needs to be fully closed. In case of opening the app before connection, you just need to close it and reopen it. Make sure the application is updated to the last version. This app will receive and display signals and parameters at the same time. In monitor mode, the device can display only one signal in real time. In the Android app, it is possible to display up to 12 signals. One of the most important ability of the app is to send SpO2 and ECG signals in real time to the server. This data will be processed by an algorithm named Glasgow to report the heart health of the patient in the short amount of times. This report will be very useful for ordinary users and even cardiologists. The main goal of this app is to accurately assess the patient's heart health in the shortest possible time. This is Message Area section, which displays application messages such as processing, recording, and sending data. In Patient Information section, there are ID, age, and gender, which is very important to enter this information before sending any data to the server. After pressing record and send button, 10 seconds of signals will be recorded and sent to the server. In record progress bar, you can see the progress of recording and sending data. The patients must stay at rest during recording and avoid any additional movements to not interfere with recording progress. In Signal Area section, there are signals, and by sweeping left and right, you can see the multi-lead mode with 12 signals. By sweeping up and down, you can switch between leads. Blue signals are computational leads and primary leads are shown in green. In Parameter Area section, the amount of parameters are displayed. At the top of the device, there is an indicator that shows date and time of the device. There's a heart rate icon that is active when HR is measuring, and there's an icon for connecting the device to a smartphone, which is green when the device is connected and black when it's not connected. There's an icon for connecting the smartphone to the server, which turns green if it's connected and sending data to the server, red when it's not connected to the server, and white when it's connected but not sending any data to the server. If you touch this option, you will enter this menu. By touching User, you will enter this section. In this field, enter the name of the device owner. In the next 3 fields, there are patient's information that you also saw before on the other page, including ID, age, and gender. which is very important to fill correctly for better analyze. In physician email field, enter the email address that you want to send data reports. In settings, by entering the password 1 to 6, it is possible to change server's IP and server's name, which does not need to be changed and it sets by default. By activating the demo, you can put the device on demo mode. The last section is records, which by entering to this section, all the records along with their information are displayed. When this green icon next to each value is activated, it means data is completely saved and reported. You can choose a record from this list and select these options at the bottom of the page according to your needs. You can view the saved signal by touching this option. This option will access you to a full report of analyzed data. By touching PDF view, you can download a full PDF report. This amount will also be sent to the user email that you set before. Thank you for your attention.